Happy Frenchy Friday. Happy Frenchy Friday. Happy December 20th. How is everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Elaine, bonjour. Françoise, Elisa, Lily, Stephanie, good morning. Bettina, Karine, hello everyone. How are we? How are we? Where are we? How are we and where are we in the world today? My boys are home. Both of them. Both of my boys are home in bed. There's literally nothing like that feeling. Literally nothing like it. Okay, gorgeous ladies. You can see me, hear me clearly. Alexandra, good morning, good morning. Here we are. This is going to be our last live until after the new year. I will update you on the dates and show you all that. What we'll do is we will schedule the next live and you'll see it there. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to be in the world quite yet, but I will know soon. So you'll see that. You'll see that there, but we'll come back after the new year. Okay, so we'll talk about, before we end today, some opportunities for integration over the holiday, because it's not the energy of, oh God, I need a break. That's not the energy. The energy is actually a deepening. The energy is, let me integrate. Let me go deeper. Let me see where I might be in resistance. Let me see where I might be called to step into an extension of joy. That's the opportunity. It's not I'm going to press pause and move out of, not me and you, right? All of us. It's not, oh, I need a break from this. I'm going to take a breather, unless that's what you feel like you really need. But my intention would be to go deeper. This is the season, this is the time where we can feel the thinning of the veil around this level of conversation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, you're fine. You're perfect. Thank you so much. Where we can feel a thinning of the veil around this conversation. And so utilizing it as a time for deeper remembrance, deeper stillness, watching where you might get triggered around family dynamics or your body or gifting things. I had a beautiful Frenchie call with my past cremes and women who had graduated or gone through the 9 layers of the indie. And we were talking, because the 9 layers of the Frenchie is next for them. And we were talking about really some of the things that, especially in the Frenchie Femme type, that can get really triggered over the holidays. So things to do with relationships, with body image, with the way you might be limiting yourself inside of the physical, and remembering everything, and we know this, but it's me calming my immune system, right? Okay, so thank you. Everything starts internally, and we know this. But sometimes we don't slow down enough to really recognize where we're allowing ourselves to get stuck or be limited. So I really encourage you to utilize a couple of weeks for that. And again, we'll talk about it a little bit more. I love to see Tara receive her cup of something lovely from Dave. This is tea, Lipton tea. I'm still on a Lipton tea kick since I got back. I'm glad you're here, Allison. All right, so little coffee moment / tea moment, if you want to join me, wherever you are. Champagne moment, wherever you might be in the world, whatever time it might be for you, whatever you're feeling the vibe of today, as we have our preparation call for the end of the year, our completion call, our closing call in a really beautiful way today. So I'm sorry, it is so hard to put down a hot cup of tea. Really hard. If you are a Lipton tea, Irish tea, Earl Grey, if you're like a black tea girl with a splash of milk, let me know. Let me know. There's literally nothing like a good cup of tea, except if it's an Italian espresso or a hot steaming cup of jasmine tea. I'm a hot drink girl. I'm a hot drink girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Earl Grey without milk. All right. Okay. So let's go into intention and let's really open up for miracles. I mean, 'tis the season. 'Tis the season of miracles. Yesterday in my mastermind group, we were all laughing. We were joking about loving Hallmark films and, you know, how cheesy they can be, but how much we love them anyway. And then last night, Dave sent me a meme, a video, I don't know, whatever you call it. I don't know where it was from. About, it's really actually very funny, about some guy saying, there are only like 6 main characters in a Hallmark film. There's the baker, the single dad, the coffee owner. It was hysterical. But regardless, the reason I was saying that is because the majority of them talk about a Christmas miracle. If not all of them talk about a Christmas miracle. And so, although we know that miracles are abound all the time, we do not need a holiday season to have a miracle, of course. And yet, and the Course says this multiple times, that it will utilize what it is you believe. This connection between God and the Holy Spirit and you inside your humanness, this beautiful bridge to reach us inside of our consciousness, to remind us of who we are, where we came from, and what we're really capable of. The Holy Spirit utilizes what it is we believe. So this time of year where there's a conscious belief that is increased around miracle energy, why not ride on that? Why not utilize that? Why not lean even more into the Christmas miracle? Again, not thinking that this is the only time of year, or no, miracles all the time, everywhere, every day, always. And there's a little special energy around a Christmas miracle, isn't there? Isn't there? So I am going to invite you to feel into today, what is your Christmas miracle? What is the Christmas miracle you're actually asked to perform? Knowing that when we gift, we receive. Just like I shared with you about upgrading Nico to La Premiere. Had a huge conversation with Dave after it. And because we see things a bit differently when it comes to beauty and luxury, and that's a whole conversation that I have with clients behind the scenes when they're moving into higher levels of expression. How do they have those conversations with their spouses? How do they show up? How do they continue to express themselves and their bigness and their light, even when, especially when? And I was overflowing with like, oh, what it meant to me, and to see him, and how I was so excited. And we were texting each other back and forth, and how it opened up conversations around uncomfortability and the fear of how people were going to perceive and what are people going to think. And I must have talked on the beach for like 10 minutes. And Dave just looked at me and he said, I'm so happy you gifted this to yourself. In all sincerity, the gifting is the receiving. Remember that. So what Christmas miracle are you being called to perform? Okay, so with that, Father, Mother, God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord of all creation. May we remember our power as co-creators. May we let go of any limitation, any illusion, any misbelief. May we pour ourselves into and allow ourselves to be poured into with the energy, the vibration, and the frequency of miracles. May we remember who we are and why we came. May we utilize the magic of this season in the most beautiful, divine way, listening more deeply to your calling. What Christmas miracle are we here to perform? What Christmas miracle, God, would you like us to perform? Use me. Use us. Show us. We are listening, and we are a yes, a full yes. So slowing down for a moment, feeling into that energy, that love, that vibration of the Christmas miracle, and wherever it is you're being called. And just listen. this or something even better for the highest good of all concerned. Amen. So, I want to share something that might resonate with you. Perhaps for a elegant femme chic 365 opportunity to perform Christmas miracles. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'm thinking about bringing something back/renewed in 2025 in a really beautiful way for a very, very, very big reason. And this has a similar energy. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is yet, but just feel into this. The energy, especially, well, not especially, due to the ego, can really tempt us, can be really easy to compare ourselves to others, to feel like we're in competition with others, to especially like with the social media and the Instagram. And, have you ever been feeling like really amazing about yourself in your life, and then you go on there and you're like, oh, I'm not doing as well as that person, or oh, I wanted that, and she has that. And have you ever done that before, but left feeling like less than, left feeling like she has it and I don't? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, we can be super honest here. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Can I get a wee in the chat, or is it just me? I know it's not just me, but still. Chew. Oh, come. Pa-ra-pa-bum-bum. Okay. So here's an idea. Here's a thought that I think we could all really enjoy. And I'm going to start. If you know, and you all do, we all do, somebody in your life who has received something that they've always wanted, or you see someone in a state of joy, can you pour into them expansion energy? Can you pour into them celebration energy? Can you see them, celebrate them as if it was you? It doesn't need to be an exact thing that you would want, but if it is, great. But if you see someone receiving something that they have desired, can you imagine if you just poured love over them? Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You've wanted that for so long, or that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. That's so incredible. Maybe you know them. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's someone that you see on Instagram that triggers a little activation inside of you and you pour it into them. I want to start today by celebrating my sister. I'll see if I can do this without crying. My little sister, she's a few years younger than me. And my God, growing up, we had so many fun adventures together. I mean, so many. One time we started a dog washing business in the neighborhood, and 2 of the dogs got away, and we were literally chasing them around the neighborhood. We lived in a really beautiful neighborhood near Julian, California, actually in Wainola. And it was 1 mile around our whole block. So all these beautiful homes, like set deep in the countryside, really, really beautiful. And it was only like a couple, maybe 2 or 3 families that had kids. Everyone else was older, retired. So we were basically everybody's grandkids, basically. And we lived there for a long time. I grew up there from the time I was 8 all the way till when I left for college. And my sister and I started this dog washing business because everyone trusted us, and then 2 of the dogs got away and they went running down the street. So we've had tons of adventures like that. Babysitting adventures, going to see my high school boyfriend who then had gone to college, getting lost on the LAX freeway, like eating Sour Patch Kids, like crying and laughing. And like, she's been with me through so much. When Mason died, she moved in with Dave and I. And she would just sit outside at the pool with me and just cry with me. Just cry. She was the only sibling that got to hold Mason. Besides my mom and dad, but my sister was the only other one that got to hold Mason because she was there. Anyways, so many adventures. She got me this funny nail polish that changed colors in the sun after Mason died, and we would just like paint our toenails and sit outside at the pool. Like, she's been there for me through everything. And the only thing she's ever wanted that I can remember since we were little was to be a mom. The only thing she ever wanted. Anyone asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up, like, she didn't care. It was like me getting to Paris. She literally didn't care. She just wanted to be a mom. And she's watched me, lose a child, go through miscarriages, go through IVF, have my boys. And she's been there with me every step of the way. And this year, my sister got pregnant. No IVF, no anything. She just fell naturally pregnant. And when she told me, I wish we had this on camera, but not really, because it wasn't that kind of moment. And plus, it was just so intimate. Right before I left for the boat, she came over and she said, I just want to talk to you. And we were sitting on the deck. And she gave me this little bag. She had gone to Greece with my mom and this beautiful like healing meditation retreat. They did like, oh my God, my throat. They did like moon ceremonies and like womb. I didn't find out till later, but a womb ceremony. She wasn't going there for that. It just kind of happened. Anyway, she hands me this little Greek bag. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, how cute, how sweet of her. Like she got my little bracelet or something from Greece. That's so cool. I open it up and it says, Auntie, and this was early. She told me very, very early. I lost it. I lost it. I was crying. I was screaming. It was the most beautiful moment. The most beautiful moment I had. And I was really touched that God gave me the grace to feel that, because in my humanness, I would have thought, oh, maybe I would feel a little jealous or sad for myself, or which seems ridiculous, right? It seems ridiculous because of my journey, whatever. But I didn't at all. My heart grew. It was like the Grinch Christmas. My heart grew. I could feel it growing. I dropped to my knees. We'd been dreaming about this moment, envisioning this moment together for so long. Then she calls me when I'm in France and she says, Tara, I need to talk to you. It's a baby girl. And again, just my heart continuing to grow with love for her and celebration. And I couldn't have been happier if it was me. I couldn't have. And then she has her pregnancy photo shoot and her boyfriend proposes with the cameras there. She had no idea. He drops to her knees, his knees, everything's captured. She looks like a goddess. And then I get a text from her last night and they bought a house. They made an offer on a house. And like to see her, I can't even explain what it feels like when you really let yourself open to witnessing someone you love. And it doesn't have to be someone you love. It could be someone you just see or that you admire, that you respect. It doesn't have to be someone you love. This is just my experience. Like when you open and you allow and you see the oneness in all of us and you know that their joy is your joy, it changes things. Okay, I need to get tissue. My nose is running, and then we're going to open up the lesson for today. Is this resonating? Is this activating anything in you? Oh, I'd like this to be, let me blow my nose over here. Oh la la. I'd like us to have this be, to consider, but I really would like us to have this be the Elegant Femme Chic 365 Christmas Miracle. Okay, how's this feeling? Okay. Wow, wow. Holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. The energy of appreciation. Yeah, and I would say it feels deeper than the energy of appreciation to me, in that it feels a deep level of celebration, deep, deep celebration around the witnessing of someone allowing what it is they desire in their lives. This is why I do what I do inside of Elegant Femme, and why it's not complete inside of me, because seeing a woman, everyone, but especially a woman, seeing a woman say yes to what it is she desires and allowing it in her life, there's no other feeling like that for me. No other feeling. This is why ever since I was a young girl, you'd sit next to me at Thanksgiving and I'd be like, so what are your dreams? Like from when I was little, what are your dreams? What do you dream about? What do you want? Always. Because witnessing someone receive what they desire and let go of their limitations, their restrictions, their resistance is like, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. When my clients, I had a beautiful text from one the other day. We just bought a cherry red Maserati. These things, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to be in this witnessing. So, shall we? Yesterday, God being love is also happiness. Happiness, 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 happiness. Being happy for each other, with each other, as each other. Like letting that overflowing joy touch us. We're so used to and kind of have been trained in this society to limit our capacity for pleasure. The fear that the other shoe is going to drop. Oh, you can't let it get too good. What if you let something in and you lose it? What if you let something in and it's not as good as you thought it was? What if you let something in and you ruin it? I remember when we got our Porsche in France. When we got our Porsche in France, and I remember driving down the hill for the first time thinking, like, oh my God, what'd I do? What if I break the car, hurt the car, scratch the car? And that could be with anything that you allow in your life. It could be something physical that you've always desired, but you're recognizing you don't trust yourself with that level. It could be a relationship. It could be your body. What if I let myself have the body that I want and then I mess it up somehow? So watch these things inside of yourself, because when you can witness another person, another soul letting it in, and you join in that celebration energy, that expansion of joy, it also begins to shift your nervous system around increasing your own capacity for pleasure because you're not withholding it. So let's play with it. All right. God being love is also happiness. I seek what belongs to me in truth. Today, God's peace and joy are mine. What a beautiful one to end on right before Christmas. God's peace and joy are mine. Today I will accept God's peace and joy in glad exchange for all the substitutes that I have made for happiness and peace. So again, it's not about reaching outside of ourselves for happiness and peace. Not I need the thing, but I'm in a state of happiness and peace and joy. I have that no matter what. And from that state, from that space, this is how I'm choosing to experience my life. Really stepping into that power of co-creation. Number 2, let me be still and listen to the truth. Let my own feeble voice be still, and let me hear the mighty voice for truth itself assure me that I am God's perfect child. On the hour, God's peace and joy are mine. On the half hour, let me be still and listen to the truth. What a beautiful one to complete on today. How gorgeous is this? All right, ladies. So a couple of things as we close. Thank you so much for being here with me, for sharing in this energy, for allowing these moments of overflowing grace, peace, joy, all of it, the tears, the laughter, everything we've shared together this year so far. I'm so, so grateful. We will be continuing Chic 365. Who knows how many years this is going to last. We'll be continuing Chic 365 in January. I believe the date is going to be January 6th. Okay, we're going to go a full 2 weeks of integration. My invitation for you is you honor yourself. First and foremost, honor yourself in the way with which your soul is calling for you to utilize this integration time. My invitation is to be conscious of that. So think about this today, feel this today, have a conversation with God today. How would you like to utilize these 2 weeks of integration? Do you want to stay with this one lesson for 2 weeks? Do you want to continue to move on and then just join us with where we are when we come back together? However you want to do it. If you're not where we are, utilize this time to perhaps continue to go to see where you are. Like whatever you want, but be conscious of it. Choose it in advance. How would you like to utilize this integration time? We do have the, I don't know why this helps, but it does. Okay. We do have the integration book at elegantfemme.com/chic365. If you would like to utilize that deeper time for journaling and reflection. This is also a really beautiful time to connect with your femme types, to look at everything that we've reviewed up until this point inside of ACIM and Chic 365 and birthing this into the physical. So Femme Flow List, If you don't have that program, I highly, highly recommend that you do get that if you're looking at this integration into the physical world and then honoring the Femme flow. Okay, that's something that's really beautiful and powerful. We also have our Power Masterclass, our Embody program, some beautiful things that you could choose over the next couple of weeks to take this conversation deeper inside of facilitating you as a powerful co-creator inside of your physical world, residing in your divinity. That's really everything that we stand for inside of Elegant Femme. And tomorrow we have our winter solstice Elegant Femme style. Winter solstice Elegant Femme style. I have thought about this a lot. This is something I've been wanting to do for quite a few years, and the energy timing just didn't line up. It is time now. So I'm going to be leading you through a really beautiful process. Tomorrow is the shortest day of the year as we're moving from the dark to the light, really utilizing stillness, remembrance, and reverence. There's something really important that I'm going to be sharing with you tomorrow that you can't skip. I'm going to say it that way. As a woman who is a powerful co-creator, desiring to move into the next year from a space of elegance, from a place of rest, from a place of feeling revitalized, from a place of feeling really, truly inspired to resurge in 2025 in a way that's in alignment with where God is calling you to go, you can't skip this step. You can't skip this step. So we're going to be moving through something really, really beautiful. I'm going to take you through an elegant completion process, things that I've never shared before inside of Elegant Femme. A real, real deep letting go, clearing, opening up space for the new. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. It is winter solstice couture style. I'm going to be wearing a couture dress. It's going to be really, really fun. I have some surprises. So if you haven't signed up for winter solstice yet, and this is calling you, it is $21. It is unbelievable investment. So you can join us there at elegantfemme.com/winter. I will add that because I don't think I did it yesterday. I will add that to the description to make sure you have an opportunity to join us. It is tomorrow at 12:12 p.m. EST. If you can't join us live, there will be a 48-hour replay, and then that's going in the vault. And that's very, very conscious and intentional. We're going to be opening up a sacred vortex and crossing over a threshold in a really beautiful, powerful way. So doors are going to open at 12 p.m. so that you have some time to go in there and say hello to each other, and we'll have some fun things going on early inside of the group. And then doors are going to close at 12:12. We're going to have a closed door. No one else is going to be in because we're going to start in this really sacred, beautiful way. So it's going to be gorgeous. We haven't done anything like this before in Elegant Femme. I'm really excited about it. And I feel it's such a beautiful way to move into the recognition of the closing of a year and just really set yourself up for spaciousness, for receiving, for congruency, and for power. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. I'm excited. All right, beauties, let's see. First day of summer in Southern Hemisphere 2. Yes, thank you for sharing Christmas Miracle with your sister. It's so moving. It's so incredible. Thank you so much, Tara, for this beautiful space of heart and connection and community. Christmas blessings and miracles for all and for all our beautiful world. That's gorgeous. I'm glad there will be a replay since I'm working at that time. Yes, there will be a replay. There will be a very limited replay, and it's all going to be beautiful. So there we have it. There we have it. If there's anyone who hasn't shared that you'd like to drop something in the chat, please feel free to do that. If you would like to share a prayer request before we go, if there's anything on your heart that you want to put into the chat before we close this year, you are absolutely welcome to do so. I'm sending you so much love for a beautiful, peaceful completion in 2024. Allowing yourself to know you are enough. You did enough. Right? That energy. I really don't believe in a push through the finish line. I really don't. I've talked about this for a long time inside of Elegant Femme. And, we need to be aware of the extremes of a push towards the finish line versus just throwing in the towel like, oh, well, the year's basically over. Nothing good is going to happen. Nothing good is going to happen anyway between now and the end of the year. Like, I'm just going to remove my energy. And we don't want to do either of those. We don't want to push, but we don't want to remove our energy. So we're going to be talking about that a lot tomorrow, because 2024 isn't over yet. Your Christmas miracle, there's still time, there's still space, there's still room, there's still expansion, there's still room for money, for abundance. If that's something that you're really feeling, that you desire more of in your life, it's not over yet. So don't close your energy and don't push. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Again, this really beautiful sacred vortex of crossing over this threshold. I'm going to lead you through something really, really amazing. Oh, thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being you. I love you all. Thank you for everything. It's been beautiful to be with you so far this year. I'll see you in 2025. I'll see you in 2025. And I hope to see all of you actually tomorrow as well. So we'll put that link here. All right. I love you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.